my name is Gabriel, and welcome to the long overdue Q&A. I recorded this a little while back, only to discover that the mic audio wasn't there. I forgot to plug the mic in, and then there was the fact that I was trying to record it with my previous webcam, but then I overcharged it with an extension cord, had to return it, and get a whole new webcam, which is the one I am using right now for this video. So, hopefully, everything works fine this time. And if I check right here, sure enough, mic audio is there, perfectly fine, we're all good. Anywho, I got 3 tabs open here of 3 different posts I made with questions in them. I'm going to go down them, I'm going to sort by newest first, and go all the way down, and then go all the way down to go from oldest to newest. So, the first questions are by @JaceCharlesHarrod. Are we edgy people? I don't even know what that means. 2, do you have a favorite person in the Splatoon community? I have a few. Chips is, I might be a little biased there, but Chips is a genuinely decent person, genuinely nice person. Ram Gibberish, really great animator, good friend too. Octocoop Dragon Boy, I think is his username. There's quite a few people. Luckily's is a really good one. I don't know if they use SFM or Blender, I can't remember for sure. John Sandwich is a really good one. A lot of my favorite Splatoon members are mainly animators and all that. Holo Bone Tree, while he's not an animator, he's a really great artist. And he's on DeviantArt. He was the first person to make an artwork of my character Elijah, so that's pretty cool. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I like Mark. I like Jack occasionally. Captain Sparkles occasionally as well. Let's see. I really love Squat the Waz. He's who inspired the content I do on the main channel, so I think that's pretty obvious. Jontron's occasionally a guy I watch, very occasionally. Peanut Butter I used to watch a ton. Peanut Butter Gamer I used to watch a ton as a kid. Early teens mainly. But I don't watch him as much anymore, but I really like him. I really like the content he makes. I have tons, mainly animators, and then well, not mainly, but a lot of animators I watch. So, yeah. Anywho, do you ever plan on becoming president? No. The next questions are by @AthenaPlays3211. I thought I heard something ringing. Question 1, is Callie God? No. Question 2, Callie, maybe. Question 3, is Athena insane? Always has been. Question 4, what's your plan for the channel in the future? I don't know. I started out doing Splatoon content. I started doing Splatoon and Animal Crossing content, but Animal Crossing didn't really last long. Really love the game though, so don't let that deter you from my opinion of Animal Crossing. But I started out doing Splatoon 3 content on the channel, and I've been doing that for 2 years now. And I'm branching out to other games occasionally. But I like doing Nintendo content mainly, or at least playing on my Nintendo Switch, as the only console I really play, at the moment at least. I want to continue doing content on the main channel. I have 3 more episodes planned for this season, for this year. Sorry for a lot of the ums, but I do have 3 more episodes planned that I hope to get done before the end of the year. No special, like, holiday specials. I'm not really big on holidays. So don't expect any of that like last year. But yeah, I just want to continue doing what I do what I like. I'm not gonna follow any algorithm or trend unless one of the videos I make happens to align with a specific trend. But other than that, same old, same old. Alright, let's see here. Question 5. What's your favorite Splatoon game out of the three? Splatoon 1 was very unique. I think Splatoon 2, to be honest, because it has a phenomenal DLC. Very hard, but phenomenal DLC. Um, it has practically the same hero mode, but with extra stuff in it. So, I mean, it's kind of like a souped up version of Splatoon 1. I mean, a lot of people call it Splatoon 1.5, and I can see why. But, I mean, if you're looking for, like, the definitive, like, Splatoon game, I'd say Splatoon 2. Splatoon 3 has quite a few things to it, but I feel like it removes a lot of stuff that Splatoon 2 had. So, I don't know. I feel like Splatoon 2 is a definitive Splatoon game, if you're looking for one. The next questions are by @Kirby is a God. Hi, pal. Question 1. Do you see yourself becoming more famous than what you are now? I don't know. Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and if more people start to watch me, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Question 2. Who is your favorite best friend? You have to choose one. Question 3. Yes or no? Maybe. The next questions are by @randomgibberish. Question 1 being, are there any videos that you've had to scrap? Yes. Not a whole lot, I think. The videos I had to scrap are usually, like, because when I went to go make them or, like, start production on them, I realized, like, this already happened. Like, I was writing a script of a Gribble episode last year titled New 2D Mario Game Wish List. And then the Super Mario Wonder game was announced. And I was like, I don't really see a point in making this anymore. uh, so that kind of went out the window. But other videos I've had some times where I've had to scrap scenes or parts of a video because, like, I just did not feel confident in my abilities editing wise. But like, when I cancel a video or scrap a video, it's because I don't really see a point in doing it anymore. Question 2. If you could meet anyone who's ever existed, who would you meet? Ooh, that's a good question. Albert Einstein would be one of them. Well, that guy. I don't know. There's quite a few people. I'd love to meet some of my ancestors and see who they were like and all that. Meet some of my family who are now, long gone. I don't know. That's a tough decision. That's a tough decision. But I'm gonna stick with ancestors mainly. Question 3. What's your favorite video that you've made? That's a good question. Honestly, a lot of my effort goes into the main channel, but I mean, man, my fans are loud today. But some of my favorite my favorite videos that I've made on the second channel are usually the, like, Luigi's Mansion. One series was really fun to make, personally, and Luigi's Mansion 2 series is really fun as well. I haven't been keeping up to date on those, but I mean, they are genuinely fun to me. I wish I could make some Animal Crossing videos on a 3DS, but I've been wanting to make more, but at the same time, like, I don't have a capture card. I'm kind of sick and tired of just recording it on a phone. So that's pretty much the main reason why I stopped making those videos. So, I mean, if I had a way to make them with a capture card, I would do it 100%. But I don't. So I just kind of stopped because it just got annoying. And plus, my button is sticky. My one One of my shoulder buttons is sticky, so it's like an infinite run, so you have to be careful how you lock on. It just got super annoying. So I just ended up like stop making videos on that. So if you're ever wondering what happened to that series, that's why. Technical difficulties, really. Um, but in terms of main channel stuff, honestly, I've had fun making all of them, to be honest. I mean, there are a couple here and there, like the Animal Crossing GameCube episode on the main channel. I feel like I could have done a lot better. I feel like the writing was kind of trash now looking back at it. But it was still really fun to make at the time, so I don't regret making it. But hey, you grow and learn, you know? And I attempt to give questions, but hope these are funny. They were really fun. Really had to put some thought to it. The next question is by @JustASpoon. Hey, Spoon. If the fish is the fish, is the fish the fish? Yes. The next questions are by @ChipsAndDip. Alright, Chips. What was your favorite SFM poster you made? I think one of my favorites was, that's stupid, because I was like, well, Elijah is, a fisher. So I'm gonna make a poster of him in a boat. I don't know, I just found it really funny, and I thought it was cute, so it's one of my favorites. I've made a few people here and there some posters. I've kind of debated continuing SFM just due to the fact that, like, honestly, I don't think I spent enough time on it to warrant even continuing it, but we'll see. What was your favorite Splatoon 3 Splatfest? I believe the first Splatfest I played with my friend Kirby, which was like my first friend in a long time, believe it or not. It was either December Splatfest. Was there Splatfest in December? I think there was. Or the January Splatfest, which I believe was the sweet versus spicy, which is sweet, spicy, and sour. I can't remember what order it went in, but honestly, some of my favorite Splatfests are like the ones I played with friends, which is every Splatfest, but I'll always remember like those first Splatfests just due to the fact that it was like the first times I played with my first friend in a long time. So that was really cool. Do you have a favorite Splatoon idol? Callie. 100% easy to answer. What's your favorite video game genre? I don't know. I'm a sucker for Animal Crossing. I'm not a big fan of like Minecraft or Terraria. Honestly, actually Terraria. Yeah, Terraria. I'm more into Terraria than I would be Minecraft. Roblox is really fun, but it depends on the kind of game. Huge sucker for tycoon games, like Retail Tycoon on there, Retail Tycoon 2, Restaurant Tycoon. Obbies as well. I love Obbies, and I tried Pressure a few times. Really good game. Doors 2. And then there's similar games. Some similar games I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty okay with. And despite the fact that I love Splatoon 3, I am not a shooter game fan. I rarely play shooter games. But I love arcade games as well, like, like platformer games like Super Mario. Not a huge fan of Sonic, but Super Mario was, definitely up there. Legend of Zelda, great series. Love playing those games. I also like playing heavily story-based games like What Remains of Edith Finch, which I believe, if I look it up, some people describe it as a first-person exploration video game, and some people describe it as adventure or walking simulator with a little more interaction. But I do love story-based games like Edith Finch, Outer Wilds. Phenomenal game. Omori 2. I'm not a huge RPG fan, but Omori was really fun. So, some of those games. But my absolute favorite video game of all time is Animal Crossing New Leaf for the Nintendo 3DS. And my second first favorite, because I have a first and a second first, because I couldn't decide between Animal Crossing and Splatoon 3, would be Splatoon 3. What is your least favorite games? I don't think I've ever had, like, games I full on just absolutely despised. I've had games that just weren't my cup of tea, but I can't, off the top of my head, think of games like I just absolutely despise with every part of my being, you know? Um, so I don't know. Sims 3 for the Wii sucked. uh, I so thought that was just gonna be like Sims 3 from the PC version on the Wii, and it wasn't, and I was disappointed. I'll never forget that. Let's see. I know this was by Dame64. I don't know what happened to his channel or whatever, but question one: how and when did you discover Splatoon? So basically, um, I remember scrolling through the Wii U eShop a few times here and there, and I think I saw Splatoon, but I never thought much of it. And then I watched SMG4 quite a bit growing up. And I saw, Maggie there, but I never really thought much of it. But I think the time that really looked into it was around March or April of 2022 when I saw a bunch of trailers for Splatoon 3. I was like, ooh, colorful. And I like these characters. They look cool. And I wanted to try something that is out of my comfort zone. So I ended up pre-ordering it. Which, by the way, a few months later, GameStop was like, hey, pal, you need to update your stuff. And I'm like, well, so I had to go into the store, which, by the way, they closed the GameStop in my town down. It's gone. So I had to go to a different city to be like, hey, I want to update stuff so I could actually get the game. So that was fun. But I also played Splatoon 1, 2, and Octo expansion in like August and September. I remember I did play the demo of Splatoon 3 when that world premiere came out. That was really cool. I remember playing it like the night it launched, like literally the night it launched at like 12 a.m. or something like that. So that was really cool. Um, what is your favorite Splatoon character? Callie. Unless you're talking OCs, then Elijah. What's your favorite Splatoon single player campaign? Honestly, Splatoon 1 was really good. Splatoon 2 is really good, but it kind of felt the same, just with extra weapons and details and stuff. But Splatoon 3, I'm going to have to go with Splatoon 3 because it had a good mixture between, like, Splatoon 2, 1, and then, like, Octo expansion. And that was really cool. At least I feel like it did. But it felt like kind of open. It felt like they were leaning towards open world without going open world. Like, with the collectibles and all that. And it felt... I love the game, but at the same time, looking back, like I went open world without going open world, and it's like if you're gonna go open world, go full force. It just feels weird that you don't go full force. So that's one of the big nitpicks I have about the story mode. What's your favorite rank / anarchy mode, or do you prefer Turf or Solomon Run? I prefer Solomon Run the most, but if I had to choose an anarchy mode, it would be zones, then tower. My computer's about to die. Whoop. It would be zones, tower, Rainmaker, and then what's it called? Clan Blitz. So there you go. Have you ever watched Gravity Falls? No, I have not. So if it says I'm out of question, that's perfectly fine. Alright, moving on to the next post and sorting by newest. The next questions are by Munchkin's Craft Corner. What's your favorite food? Porcupine meatballs, hands down. Now, before you say anything, no, it is not made out of porcupine meat. I've had so many people go like, "You're eating porcupine meat?" No, the porcupine meatball's name comes from the fact that they put rice in it, and so it makes it have like the look of a porcupine. So like I've said, so many people are like, oh, you eat porcupine meat for meatball? Like, yes, because porcupine meat's right next to the beef in the frozen aisle at Walmart. Like, golly, guys. What do you think is better, Octolings or Inklings? I don't really have... Okay, I do have a preference. I do prefer to make Inkling OCs over Octoling OCs, personally. I don't know. But, I mean, I think both are just perfectly fine. I just have a preference to make one OCs or over the other. So, what was your first Splatoon game, and when was your first time playing it? By the way, I think your avatar / inkling looks really nice. First off, thanks. I appreciate you saying that about Elijah. Second off, my first Splatoon game technically was Splatoon 1, but if we're talking like first Splatoon game in its heyday, then that would be Splatoon 3. Okay. Post number 3. Got 2 more questions here. And the last one, well, actually not 2 more questions. But the last one here is by @Fantasia Splat, and it is, what's your favorite music genre? I don't really listen to enough music to really say, honestly, but I'm a sucker for pirate music, sailor music, pirate and sailor music. I love that kind of stuff. Bass songs as well, because I can kind of sing bass a little bit. I mean, my voice isn't like deep, but I can sing some bass songs here and there. And I listen to Jeff Castellucci for a lot of, training and inspiration. Plus, his voice is really good. He does a really good job. So, yeah. I believe that's all the questions. If I did not answer them all, then please comment down below, and I'll just answer them there. So, my apologies if I did not answer them all. And apologies for this taking so long. Oops. But I also want to take a moment to say thank you for all the support and patience you guys have had recently for me, especially with like this Gabriel episode that I just released a couple days ago, Splatoon 3, 2 years in. That took over 2 months. I don't know exactly how long, maybe even 3. But that took a long while, and it was still a little bit scuffed, but I was like trying to really get it out the week of the final, or not the final, but the Grand Fest. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take the time to really polish this up as much as I can. So that's why I ended up delaying it. But yeah, it was really lagging, and it crashed a couple times, and nearly crashed like a couple dozen times. So thank you for the support and patience on that. And thank you for the support and patience on this channel as well, in general. It's been a little busy. And I had my graduation ceremony a couple weeks back, so that was really cool. My biological dad, who I did not have much of a relationship with for the last couple of years, was able to attend as well, so I'm not going to go too far into that, but really great time. So, thank you so much for all of the support. Thank you for watching. And by the way, Stellar Hestumi, I am wearing this for you. I am wearing this apron for you, because you were like, you should wear an apron. I'm like, okay, I got an apron, so this is for you. This is for you. So, whatever time of day it is for you, hopefully you have a good morning / afternoon / evening / night, wherever you're in the world.